So Rob on Instagram asks, I've got a question for you. I want to enjoy the winter skiing in New Zealand. What are the best ski fields, please? Short and sweet. I like it. Yeah. It's winter is actually about to start. I mean, the winter season is about to start quite soon right now. So I guess a lot of people are going to be
getting prepared.
Looking for ski fields. So it looks like Robert is more looking into like actually enjoying skiing. We have a video about the best ski field to work in New Zealand, which we'll link to in the description below. But this one is going to be more about which ski fields are the best to actually enjoy skiing, which one are going to have the more variety, the more ski field itself. And you have to know that there is a lot on offer in New Zealand, but the skiing and snowboarding expert here is Laura, so I'm going to leave it to her.
Okay, let's start with one of the really popular commercial ski fields on the South Island, which is Cardrona. This is located between Wanaka and Queenstown, and over here they have some really good facilities. They have a gondola, they have several different chairlifts, cafes, restaurants, and a huge terrain park. So if you're into all that freestyling stuff, this is probably one of the best ski fields to go to, with like huge jumps and all that good stuff. Otherwise, there's plenty of trails for if you're like me and prefer to just stick to the trails and just enjoy snowboarding, then there's plenty of that to do at Cardrona, as well as a few off-piste areas to hit too. Shall we move on to the next one?
Yes, next one's Coronet Peak.
Coronet Peak, this is the closest ski field to Queenstown, and it's usually the first one to open for the winter season in the Queenstown area. And this is located basically on a huge sheep field on a hill, which probably one of the highlights of Coronet Peak is that it does night skiing. So yeah, after dark, it has like these huge spotlights that come on, and you can go and do your thing after dark.
So you're telling me that the snow is white, the sheep are white, and on top of it they put us to skiing in the dark?
Well, the sheep aren't there during the ski field. That would just be chaos.
Alright, the next one is Treble Cone.
Okay, so Treble Cone is the largest ski field on the South Island, and this is located, the closest town to Treble Cone is Wanaka. And because it is the largest one, that's obviously the best place to go to if you have more of a go big or go home mantra. So they have obviously all the chairlift facilities that you could ask for, and just basically the biggest amount of terrain to cover in the South Island. So that's definitely an amazing one to hit.
Now there is also some ski fields on the North Island, believe it or not, and actually one of the largest, the largest ski field in the country is actually on Mount Ruapehu.
Yeah, so Mount Ruapehu is in the very centre of the North Island, and this is where you can actually go skiing or snowboarding down an active volcano. So if you want to tick that off the bucket list, that's awesome. The place to do it. So
doesn't the lava melt the snow?
Only if it erupts. Let's hope. Hopefully that won't happen. But yeah,
I'm here for all the stupid questions.
So it has two major ski fields on Mount Ruapehu, and then there's one sort of little club field, which we'll just cover later. We'll just explain what they are a little bit later. But Whakapapa is the largest ski field in New Zealand, and that's on Mount Ruapehu. And yes, that ski field is called Whakapapa. Kind of doesn't even sound like weird to me anymore, but yeah. And then there's Taroa. So a really cool thing is that you can buy a ski pass for basically both of those ski fields, and you one ski pass and you can access both of those ski fields. So that's twice more terrain to cover. So
that's pretty good.
Yeah, that's
this is definitely the one of the best value for
exactly.
skiing. And another one that we should talk about is Mount Hutt, also known as Mount Shut.
Yes, the reason, well, first of all, Mount Hutt is located on the South Island, about 2 hours drive from Christchurch. So that's basically where all the people living around Christchurch like to go for skiing. But yeah, it does have the nickname of being called Mount Shut because it does get attacked by high winds rather regularly. So they do have quite a lot of closed days on Mount Hutt. So bear that in mind. But when it is open, it is epic. Cool. Yeah, there's obviously, it's another huge commercial ski field with you know, with the whole chairlifts, all the facilities, the ski schools, the restaurants, the cafes, all of that, they have that up there on Mount Hutt. So, but just to sort of give you an overview of what the ski fields are actually like in New Zealand in comparison to other countries, the ski fields are a lot smaller than what you might find in Europe, like in France and the Alps and things like that, and smaller than what you might find in Canada and the US too. So just bear that in mind. You're not going to be skiing to your resort, and you know, you're not going to be basically living up in the mountains for the whole time. The ski fields are sort of a separate area where all the snow is, and where you're going to be staying is going to be in the nearby towns, which doesn't really have any snow. So it's a different experience to what you might find elsewhere in the world.
But there is really a lot of ski fields. There's about like 25 different ski fields, and it's quite cool to actually experience even some of the tiniest one that there is, because there are some ski fields in New Zealand where literally the whole equipment is a rope that you hold, and there's like a little conveyor belt that kind of like turns, and then you hold and you just go up, and then you ski down. It's a very early ski industry kind of
quite old school.
Yeah, it's very old school. It's very cool to experience. So you can have a lot of very different experience. So you can go to the bigger ski field, like what we've been mentioning, Whakapapa in Mount Ruapehu on the northern end, for example.
Yeah.
And then you'll have this big kind of ski field kind of vibe. But even, as Laura mentioned, you're not going to be staying in a place where you open your blinds and you see snow straight away. It's not happening. You have to ferry to bus up to the ski field and then start skiing. And you can go to like some really tiny place, especially on the south end, like I was thinking about Porters and Rainbow. And those places are so small, and it's just such an authentic kind of experience that you can get. So definitely worth checking out. And we do have plenty of articles about that. Actually, we have all the ski fields in New Zealand, which was a really fun article to write. We also have the 10 best ones. We also have like the best one to work at. So we'll put a lot of links in the description below.
Absolutely.
But practically, just to give you like some actual, like, you want to plan your trip tips, because like we just covered a lot of ground right now and you have information, but like, what do you do? Practically what a lot of people are doing is that they find a place which is near enough of a ski field and with the other thing that they want to do. So that's why, for example, a town like Queenstown is so popular, a town like Wanaka is so popular, because you can base yourself in Queenstown and have access to 2 or 3 different ski fields. And on top of that, there is other activities. Because the New Zealand weather is so changeable, you realize that, well, you probably will want to have some options if the weather is not here. Same thing for if you base yourself on the northern end to be near Mount Ruapehu. There is some towns like Turangi or even Taupo that have a lot of things to do around them. So if you get, like a closing day, you can still do something else. So practically, people base themselves in those towns. Usually, it will be the main ones will be Wanaka, Queenstown, and Taupo or Turangi. That would be the 3 ones where people base themselves. They're really into the ski season, and then you access the ski field then. Now for the ski field, you can pay by day, and that's usually pretty expensive, but that's the same kind of system that in Europe. You know, you pay $90 for a day, but if you buy yourself a season pass, you pay $500 and you get the whole season. So it's always kind of worth weighing how much skiing you want to do. Anything else you want to add about the ski season?
I don't think there's anything I want to add, no.
All right, cool. So let's wrap it up. Again, a lot of links in the description below. And if you guys have any questions of your own, put them in the comments below or put them in the live chat right now.